You are being pulled into a new era. Welcome to this new adventure.
Hello, my loves.
Yup, you guys heard that right. We are in a new era of Main J. The update is finally here after such a long wait, and I'm here to show what's new and do a base Audrey showcase. And yes, emotes are now allowed in New Journey, which honestly is one of the best new features. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the New Journey revamp. As you can see, we now have a new screen. First, we are checking the credits because without these people, we wouldn't have this game we all love, so take a moment to appreciate these people. We also have a new store tab where you can buy the on-sale game passes. We have currently WandaVision, Scarlet Witch V, IP, and Audrey. There's also a new option to buy gift, which I'm assuming means you can give someone a game pass. However, I think at the moment this service isn't working because it doesn't allow me to use that option. But anyway, here's the new character selection. Go to time on screen to see the rest of updates, since right now I will show all skins.
My body is made of vibranium. You wouldn't resist in a battle with me.
You're about to deal with forces you can't possibly comprehend. I've died more times than I can count. This was nothing to me. You're about to deal with forces you can't possibly comprehend. You're about to deal with forces you can't.
I am the dark joy of destruction.
You're about to deal with forces you can't.
I am more powerful than you can even imagine.
The name's Agatha Harkness. Lovely to finally meet you, dear. The name's Agatha Harkness. Lovely to finally meet you, dear. The name's Agatha Harkness. Lovely to finally meet you, dear. The name's Agatha Harkness. Lovely to finally meet you, dear.
The only lies I've told are the ones you put in my mouth. The only lies I've told are the ones you put in my mouth.
It doesn't matter to me. I've already lost everything. All of this is for my boys. It doesn't matter to me. I've already lost. All of this is for my boys. It doesn't matter to me. I've already lost. Kang stands no chance against me, for I am the Scarlet Witch. It doesn't matter to me. Kang stands no chance against me, for I am the Scarlet Witch. It doesn't matter to me. People beg to differ when people say I'm the most powerful.
The only lies I've told.
Do you prefer your defeat by lightning or wind? Do you prefer your defeat by lightning or wind? Do you prefer your defeat by lightning or wind?
You can't attack me if you don't see me. You can't attack me if you don't see me.
You didn't see that coming?
Do you really think you can defeat a shadow fairy? Do you really think you can defeat a shadow fairy?
Anyway, here's how the new stats bars look. As you can see, the levels transferred over. There's also a few new buttons. First of all is a help button which explains different aspects of the game. Feel free to pause to read. This explains beams combat the bounty system levels and rebirth the new safe zones, limbo system, and party system. If you guys want a new journey guide for beginners, make sure to comment, because I know this update will bring back not only old players but new players, so I'd be happy to help anyone who needs it. They also change how private servers work. You have to click the lock button to join a private server, which is low-key annoying. Also, they cost 50 Robux. Unless you have VIP, then you get one free. They added a spin system, but I have no idea how to get tokens. Also, there's a fast spin options for those with VIP. And obviously, they had to add a rules section, which is just honestly common sense that most people should be doing, which is just respecting everyone. Again, feel free to pause so you can read the rules if you haven't already. Quests are also a thing now, however, I don't think any have been released yet, so keep an eye out for these. And lastly, our settings. Here is where you can adjust your game detail to reduce lag after you've set it, because it's the first thing you do when you play for the first time post-revamp. There is no codes out yet, but here is also where you can redeem codes, claim your daily coin login rewards. You get some every 24 hours when you log in. You can also, of course, purchase coins with Robux, however, I personally most likely never will. Alongside that, also added a party system, and as you can see, I can invite my alt account to the party, and on that screen, it will appear in their party settings. This will make it easier to play with friends, however, it will most likely make teaming worse. As you can see, all you need to do is click the user or users and invite them. Next up is the abilities tab, which if I'm not mistaken is glitched right now because there's no way to get skill points, but here is where characters with purchasable abilities would buy them, like DPS player Resurrection. Below that is just a basic player statistic page. The kill coin is at 0 because it's a clean slate for everyone. However, it did transfer the damage and obviously coins and levels. The last tab is just like in the Revamp, is the titles, where you can customize your name, title, etc. And the, in my opinion, most important is the settings, where you can change up how the map, particles, animations, target selection, details, etc. I recommend turning on target selection because that made combat easier, at least for me. You can also lower or raise the details for explosions and particles. So as right as I was editing this part, the new Journey team released this update log, so please ignore any outdated info in this video since I already worked hard to edit this log. So here you can also turn off the day and night cycle, which I will be turning off for the video's sake. You can also turn off landing, which I won't do because I kinda like it. Up next, I will show new Limbo. So as we can see here, when I get cleared, I have two options to either move on or enter Limbo. Entering Limbo will give a Dark Phoenix 5 minutes to bring you back to the mortal realm. However, if you don't get brought back, you will die. As you can see here, it was a really cool animation of the person's soul enter a state of limbo. It's similar in size to Audrey's Shadow Realm. There's also this crystal here, but I have no idea what it does. So, moving on to some small changes.
At the moment, only Mom and Dark Phoenix had these.
And now what everyone's been waiting for, the showcase. She is 100,000 coins.
Defeat a shadow fairy?
Her first keybind is Q, which is just a shield that blocks all incoming damage and can be used while moving, similar to DP. Her next keybind is E, which is just a simple bolt that can be directed with your cursor. After that, her next keybind is... Anyway, her actual next keybind is C, which is this really cool beam ability that spawns portals to make a beam. It only does a little, but it can be good to end someone off. Her next keybind is Z, which spawns these things in a circle that will blow up, doing a good amount of damage with a really nice animation. Next is R, which allows Audrey to pull out a sword from the Shadow Realm. Every time you strike a person with this sword, it will deal 20 damage, as you can see by the damage indicator. I wish they would bring back the indicator for everything because I miss it from West B Harmroom era. After that, we have my personal favorite keybind, which has this amazing animation that takes a player to the Dark Realm and shocks the player. Her last ability is a spell that creates a portal to the dark dimension that you and others can use. This area is similar to Limbo in terms of size and is honestly really detailed. It has a hole in sky similar to the one that spawned in the last 18 hours of Main J, so that's kinda cool. Anyway, here is what her toggleable effects look like. Last thing to show is her flight, which is really cool. It basically turns Audrey into an orb form that lets her fly around. And that concludes the video. I'm sure I missed something, so I'm gonna put the game logs up while I speak. I want to say thank you so much if you stuck around and watched till the end, since I know there's a lot of other content creators you could be watching. I will be 100% be posting more Main J uploads and showcases for every character in the revamp. If you have any video requests or any suggestions, please leave them down below in the comments. I always read everyone's comments. I am so grateful for every one of you that watches these videos. And with that comes the end to today's upload. Stay safe, everyone. I love you all, and I'll see you again very soon.